full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. One does take to the skies before kickoff. That's the mascot, Freddy the Falcon. And down at ground level, it is a cauldron of Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field here in Atlanta. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. On the Carolina sideline, here's a look at head coach Dave Canales. His side not able to get it done in their home opener, hoping for some better luck on the road here. On the Falcons sideline, there is head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys were winners in week 1. You know they'd love to start the year with back-to-back dubs. Joined by my partner, Brock Heward. It's going to be longtime vet Nick Folk to get us started. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Escapes a defender. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. And now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. Getting the start for him, the former first overall pick out of Alabama. Now in his 4th season here in the NFL, it's Bryce Young.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, that plays a clean ball.
And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9. Now a chance to revisit Hubbard's showing last week. 21 carries, 75 yards. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Hubbard again. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs. Fed him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play, and that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs. That almost felt like an instant replay of his previous run, Brock. Another great opening created up front, and he said thank you very much.
And this offense totally in the driver's seat. You want to try to run it back a 3rd time? And also maybe a time to throw it right over their heads with a little play-action pass.
Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Already you could see this defense being challenged in a way they weren't very often last week. There wasn't a lot of scoring. There wasn't a lot of explosive plays. That's a nice chunk pass play to begin this one for the offense.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They send a tight end in motion. Here's Brooks. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot. Okay, you get a run like that inside 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
So you've got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you've got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. Fitzgerald sends this through. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here. 3 tight ends. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing the loss. First play of the game. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Throwing on second, Penix. Defenders there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
He's being chased, and they get him right near the line. And now it's going to be 4th and 13.
You know what's so cool about that play, Kate? We got to see so many of the traits this young man has. Competitive toughness, the ability to read and react to pass pro, and then defeat it, close on the quarterback, and make that very first sack. That's one he will remember for a long time.
And you love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Offense headed back out there now for the Panthers as we get a look at their offensive coordinator, Brad Idzik. Year number 3 for Idzik as the OC here. As you and I both remember, originally broke into the NFL with the Seahawks back in 2019. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Even if it doesn't get the first down, you can't be mad about that play offensively. The sweep was executed really well. They won the race to the edge, and it netted a solid gain.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he's dropped just short the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead of defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They run again with Hubbard. You can slow him up here after 4, maybe 5 yards. And that gives Carolina the first. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball to 44.
1st down, Carolina.
Young to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about the closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Young on the play action. Connection made to Tremble. Hit there, and he's forced out. A gain of about 15 before it. And that is going to get the Panthers a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Panthers.
On play action, here's Young. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Falcons scoop it up. And that turnover is going to get him the football on the other side of midfield.
That's quarterback's living nightmare and a defender's dream right there. Not just to get the sack and get home, but sack fumble, that's what these defenders live for.
Back to the start. Here's a moment of silence, bring it back to the art.
Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that wrong way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On 2nd down, Robinson. A lot of space ahead. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he takes this zone all the way down to the 24-yard line. 25 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
The Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Another carry for Robinson. Gets to space right side. And he gets home. Touchdown, Atlanta. John Robinson, number 3 for him this season.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. They jump ahead by 4.
Panthers play.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Wiggins with a return here. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And it's an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Going play action. Young. Complete to Tremble. He's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
It's just kind of the type of play. Why you name a position like this tight end? Because it's going to be tight throws into contested windows, and you've got to get the job done with people all around you.
On 2nd down, Young. Hits him on the in route. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs. On the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Panther 1st down.
Here's Hubbard on the give. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Young to throw. He's not going to get away from this. They're all over him. They drop in at the 33. And now it is 4th and 17.
This defense just continues, Kate, to be suffocating. They have not lost form from that shutout a week ago. And these negative plays, putting your opponent behind the chains, goes a long way with those dominant defensive efforts.
And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd down coming from Penix. Throw left side, caught by Schultz. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Panthers countering with a dime package here. 3rd down. To the air with Penix. Oh, he's going to run for it. Oh, Penix lost it. But it looked like the Falcons swooped in and got to that football. Yes, they recovered. They're keeping possession.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
They'll run it with Robinson. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
Turnover on downs.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10. It's Hubbard. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Now it's Young. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. It's caught by Hubbard. And they have this one well contained. So there's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Pressure mid, and it's blocked.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins here with Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here's Penix on second down. The left side is caught by Pitts. Good work there, adding a little chunk after that catch as he gets it ahead for 8 yards, make this 3rd and short. So a couple yards to go here after they picked up 8 on that last play. Penix on 3rd down. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's home to the ground. Derek Brown. And that's going to take us to 4th and 9. On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And standout special teams play kept these guys from getting 3 out of that last drive. Probably not looking to leave anything to chance this time around. Take this one in for 6.
And the best way to keep a field goal from getting blocked is not to even put the field goal unit on the field. The extra point unit, that's what they're aiming for.
Oh no, he lost control of another one! And this is going to be Falcons football!
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for us. Chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting a run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They go to him again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Penix to throw. This is going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. John Robinson. His 2nd of this game, matching his total from last week. Picking up where they left off in that season opener win last week, Brock. Quickly out in front, and they're adding to it as they push to be one of the teams to start the season 2-0.
And when you get going like this, it really doesn't matter what call comes in that headset. Everybody in the huddle feels it, like they're not going to stop us on the other side. And really, they have it.
That one splits the uprights and lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now. It's all lined up. Ford ready to send this one flying. He gets with a return here. He dodged the tackle. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Panthers set to take the field. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Beginning with the run. It's Hubbard. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On the run, deep down the left side. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up. That one's out and cut on the right side. And they're going to rally to and bring him down short, so the Panthers likely now to punt this away. Sam Martin not again now to punt it away. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Takes it in at the 26. And it gets them something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Pitts brings it in. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Picked up a few on that 1st down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Now Penix off the play action. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Contact is made, and that's going to take him out of bounds. On the play, and that is good for an Atlanta 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And the Rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. Derek Brown. Matching last week's effort with that sack.
We get to hear defense coaches, Kate, talk about turnovers and sacks could come in bunches. This guy got after it a week ago, and he's not slowing down today.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Penix looking to pass. Under pressure again, and again he goes down. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play, because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
To the point of the game, Kate, now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And this one's good for a 9-yard pickup. So leaves him short. That brings up 4th down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
It's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. He gets with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Pressure closing in, they're going to get him back at the 20. 6 sacks a year ago, and now this is first of the season.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Throwing here on 2nd down, Young. Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And they're going to rally to and bring him down short, so the Panthers likely now to punt this away. It's a gain of 7 yards, and now it's 4th down. Sam Martin on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Jake Bailey on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make the stop after a gain of about 17. And that gives Carolina the first. And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Here's Young on first. And with that last completion, he's now 8 of 15 throwing the ball. Design bootleg here. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Just kind of had that sense that he was anticipating that throw all the way. And his defense, well, they're anticipating another win at the end of this game. We know that. You win the turnover battle more often than not, you win the ball game.
Now here come the Falcons on offense. And that interception has set them up beautifully inside the red zone. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 15-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing Penix. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's Penix. Gets this one to London. It's going to be short of that goal line, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Robinson will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Setting up 2nd and goal. He gets it again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Defense making a couple of good stops here. And this brings up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Running with Robinson. And this is going to end behind the line. Brock, a great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
For the Falcons, field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
The kick by Folk is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Falcons do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. Breaks through and breaks away. Touchdown, Atlanta! Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. A seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Folk on now to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that makes this a 24-point ball game.
27, Panthers 3.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Legets with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. First call here coming from the shotgun. We'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Throwing on second, Young. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And air it out on third. And he loses it on the hit. That was a good play to break up that catch, and that forces them to 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Carolina in punt formation. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. Well, he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Falcons and running back John Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he drives that buck backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying with Robinson. By a man, he's in the clear. Hit there, driven out of bounds. Gain about 8 before it. And that's going to be good for a Falcons first down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Penix. He's going to run for it. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. Going right side, Robinson with it. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Throwing on 2nd down, Penix. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Robinson again here on 2nd. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He was brought down.
It's a gain of 2. They're left with 4th and 7.
It's 4th down.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's about 43 yards for it. And the kick by Folk is good. And that grows the lead to 27.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. He gets with a return here. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And this is going to be far from the only time these replays will be on the screen over the next week, Brock, but they're not going to enjoy watching them. Have not taken care of the football, and this looks a whole lot like teaching tape for this defense.
Kate, think of all the great defenses over the last 50, 60 years. The 85 Bears, I think of the Seahawks and the Legion of Boom. 39 takeaways in their Super Bowl title winning year. Elite defenses have games just like this one where they take the ball away over and over and over and over again.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now it's Young. It is Cup, left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second down coming from Young. Such concentration. He brought it in one-handed. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Panthers first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. Jukes away from one. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Running once more with Brooks. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's Young, 2nd down. All right, Leggett makes the ground. He's going to be taken down, so call it about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first.
8-yard pickup.
And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. Now, this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 12-yard line.
Young throwing here. Looking for an open man. And this is through the end zone and incomplete. Looked like he was just getting rid of that one, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. So the frustration spilling over a little bit on that play, Brock, choosing to just get rid of it, even though he did have a receiver in the area.
Yeah, I think that's right. You know, I'll co-sign on that. Frustrating. It's just been that kind of ball game, just not in any rhythm. Really, the defense dictating so much.
It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Brooks runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they put the lead down a bit, now 20. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And behind their leader out of the backfields, this is exactly the type of game that this offense can have when it's operating in top gear.
It is just so nice when you know you've got one of the better backs in the league that you can rely on, really lean on when he's having a great game. You don't see too many guys labeled true bell cows anymore. But when he's in the zone, he's absolutely one of them.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And it's going to be 1st down Falcons.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
To the air with Penix. Complete left side to Robinson. Escapes the defender. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Big hitter on 1st down. 31 yards.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he stops, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Falcons in possession, and they have set themselves up well to get the victory here. All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. A run here with Robinson. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Penix now to throw. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! Lately, Brock, it feels like a competition that hasn't been between these guys and their opponents. It's between them and their own defense. Who's going to contribute more to this blowout by the time we hear that final whistle?
This is called complimentary ball with a capital C.
2-point try coming. Penix and his offense getting set.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
36, Panthers 10.
It's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. Here's Horn on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Panthers ready for a new series. As they do, let's see what's coming up for them the next few weeks. They'll be at Cleveland, then back home for Detroit. And then they'll be one of the first teams in the league to hit their bye week. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Young looking to throw. Under pressure, and it gets to him. Brought down near the 8. Matching last week's effort with that sack.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Now Young. Contact is there, and that's going to break up the catch. Incomplete pass. That one intended for Mitchell Evans. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's getting nothing on that return. They have him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So the Falcons offense headed back out. Gives us an opportunity to check out their upcoming schedule. First, they're going to be at Green Bay. Then it's a trip to the Big Easy. And then they return home to face the Ravens. Look at this. 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player. As they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To the air with Rush. The coverage just too good there. The deep shot ball's incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Typically by this point, with this kind of lead late in the game, you don't see the ball pushed down the field. Now, there's part of me that kind of likes it because you're giving your backups an opportunity to play. There's also a part of me where you better be careful because I don't think this defense is going to forget it.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt.
Bailey in punt formation for Atlanta.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
And begin with a Brooks run. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now motion him out of the backfield. Throwing here on 2nd down. Young hits him on the out route. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And that is going to give the Panthers a 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
From the gun and get to Brooks. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
Yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Looking to throw. Young. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
That's complete. It's Trevor Etienne. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch, being limited to a couple.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll throw, third and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I can understand still trying to put something together here offensively, find some kind of confidence, because this has been rough, both on the scoreboard and the turnovers. Not the kind of offensive effort they were looking for.
Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First and 10 now from the 46. Now we're on the counter. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Back-to-back carries here. And a productive run there on second down. That's a gain of 6. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from it. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Quick throw out to DK. That call going against the offense. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Let's go now. Nike, team, go.
Back to the well again. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. We took all that talk of waving the white flag on second down. Brock, you pushed that away. Said, get that flag out of here. Nearly got him the first down on that run.
I just love that call, too. I don't think coordinators do that enough. You think you got to throw your way out of it? Run that ball to get back on schedule.
They give it to him again. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up fourth down. Well, running it was a long shot, right? We all knew that. And even with that small pickup, still a few yards away from moving those chains.
And I don't mind the run call. I really don't. Those can be very effective in those situations. But that defense, they were up for it, and they hit it before it got started. Get another shot across the bow of the ship. It's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
He gets with a return here. He dodged the tackle. All right, so he'll get this up to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds. The Panthers set to take the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Had a man in the area, Brock, but correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think he was trying to hit him there. It looked like he was just getting rid of that football.
I'm not going to correct you. You're right. And that's really a compliment to this defense. You saw the guy. He had his man, but the coverage, well, it was too good, and he didn't trust that play.
Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. And before the snap, the officials whistle that play dead. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Panthers trying to do some window dressing. The Falcons go in nickel, 3rd down. We send a man in motion. Young to throw here on 3rd. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Drive begins here with Robinson. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that is good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a 1st. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Taken down.
Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.